Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here with my buddy Matt, casting some more StarCraft 2 action from the Choco Team League. And this is going to be our fourth game or fifth game?
Fifth game, yeah.
Fifth game, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the CTsix EU player, this time ZookaMan, who is the orange Protoss down in the bottom right corner of King Stage on Station.
And up in the top left corner, we have our very own green Zerg player, gdoggcasey.
Yeah, this was my week 2 matchup here. It was the first game I ever got to play wearing the Team Allin jersey, and I was very excited to play this match. We'll keep it as unbiased as possible, though, during the casting of the game.
So we have a very early probe scout coming out now from the from the Protoss player.
Yeah, dropping it right after that that pylon here, and we see the pylon on the high ground indicates non-forge fast expand, so possibly a little bit more aggression early on, or at least a gateway expand.
And we see the overlords for gdoggcasey are actually heading out to do some scouting as well.
I really like this map as Zerg because the overlord gets to go, like it crosses over the natural first, and early on in the game, that's what you really want to see, is if there's going to be a base going down. So I really like this map for that.
So we have a spawning pool going down for gdoggcasey at a 14 supply.
As ZookaMan Scout is going to see that, and I guess he's going to be looking for that expansion.
And a gas being taken by ZookaMan as well at 15 supply alongside the gateway.
Yeah, so we're not looking at a super quick expand, at least. He's going to be going for that warp gate.
This probe for the Protoss is still poking around the base, just seeing what he can see. He's going to see the expand went down. Yeah. He's going to get the timing on that.
And as a Zerg player, it's always nerve-wracking to have a probe just run around your base, because you don't know if he's going to do something stupid in a corner, or try to do some sort of pylon cannon attack or cannon rush. But as we can see, when you can actually see everything going down in Protoss' base, he's just getting that core, playing pretty standard.
Yeah, so nothing out of the ordinary as it stands right now, although that probe is still poking around. He's getting a lot of good scouting information, and the overlord for gdog is just sitting over the natural right now, just waiting, trying to get the timing on their expand.
Yeah. Pretty much here, and one thing that ZookaMan could take from this game, or from the scouting here, seeing that I haven't taken any gas yet, it really does indicate a sort of roach, at least a roach opening, because we're not going for the link speed, obviously, and eventually you're going to have to get some gas. I think it just looks like you're focusing on droning up, maybe getting a third, who knows. Now the expansion for ZookaMan does go down right underneath the overlord, so I can see that on the map now.
And we have 4 links for gdoggcasey making their way across the map, seeing what they're going to do.
Yeah, but that mothership core is out now, and that's going to pretty much solidify the defense here for ZookaMan.
Yeah, a forge being dropped, so I think he's going to look to wall off on his natural right here.
We got 2 queens out, and only 1 more queen on the way. This is a little bit on the short side, as the 2 gases are going down right around the 5-minute mark. We'll see what I decide to spend the gas on there, but I wish I had a little bit more queens.
And that hero mothership core just saved that probe's life, allowing him to complete the wall. So if we look at the units tab as it stands, it's 23 workers to 18, which is about normal. Zerg should be ahead a little bit, but we have 4 Zerglings and 3 queens out, whereas only 1 mothership core for ZookaMan. So it doesn't really look like he's focusing on units at the moment.
Yeah, he just wants to kind of... Well, I say he wants to probe his bases up, but he's not making any probes right now. He did drop the Robo Bay, so that is a pretty early Robo Bay with not a lot of gas taken. It's telling me that we're probably going to see some Immortals and some Sentries. Or sorry, just some Immortals here. He would need to get these other 2 gases up if he really wanted to get a lot of Immortals and Sentries.
And you're right, no probes really coming out. Like that natural's been down for a while now, and it's just getting its first probe. Whereas gdoggcasey has 8 in his natural already.
Yeah, we can take a look at the income tab here. We see, well, actually just down here, we can see I have 32 drones versus 21. So nicely ahead in the income there.
And gdoggcasey's queens in his natural just about to start on the creep spread, so he looks like a good game so far. Now, the evolution chamber is looking at missile attack, so we could say roach play right now for gdoggcasey as it stands.
Yeah, definitely. With the roach warren already there. Haven't started the lair yet, so not going for that speed right away. But we've got a decent amount of drones going down. Now, I got 2 gases here in the natural, but they're not even being used, so that's a little bit of a waste. But the third is going down now, with the knowledge of the second base going down for ZookaMan. He was a little late on that.
And level one weapons is coming out for the Protoss player. Now, he's spending his money well, but he's not really getting any units out, whereas gdogg is kind of doing both. And he did take a third, so with his gas on his third, which was a little bit early because he hasn't probed it up yet, but...
Yeah, that's just something I do, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but I just grabbed 3 drones and dropped it at the hatch and the 2 refinery, or the 2 assimilators at the same time. Not assimilators, what are they called? Extractors. Now, ZookaMan does have a observer right in my base here. He sees the roach warren, he sees the evo chambers. He should be privy to the fact that roaches are on the way, and we can see that he is getting a immortal, which is just about done. And he's got a few sentries out here already, so he's getting what he needs in order to defend a roach attack.
Yeah, and a Twilight Council coming down for ZookaMan, so let's see whether or not he goes into charge or into blink stalkers.
Yeah.
Now, against roaches, what would you suggest would be better against the roaches? Would it be the charge or would it be the blink?
Well, roaches are generally better against zealots. But with charge, it does give the zealots more of a fighting chance. I would say, though, probably blink stalkers would be a better way to go. But to be completely honest, the best way to go would be to just keep making these immortals and maybe use the Twilight Council for +2. And actually, that's what he did. He's getting +2 attack now for this little immortal sentry army because he knows that it's roaches that are coming right now.
Now that hallucinated Phoenix, it did its job. He saw the third. He saw that there were workers on it. So if he was going to plan an attack, he would want to go there to start.
Yeah, but that observer here, it actually doesn't see the Hydra den going down now, and that's actually key to this whole thing, because I'm not only going to be sending roaches. I actually only have like a few roaches now. I am starting to pump them out now, but I don't have a lot of roaches at the moment. I have dropped the Hydra Den, and I'm going to be going for the Hydra upgrades as well. +2 on the way. They're going to finish shortly after the +2 attack finishes for Protoss. So I think that I'm setting myself up a little bit better here, although with just roaches here, that army he has me crushing.
Yeah, I'm looking at ZookaMan's vision right now, and you're right. He doesn't see anything behind your main mineral line. So that Hydraulic Den is in a perfect spot. And there he goes. He's moving it, and he does see it.
Did he see it?
Yeah, he does see it.
Oh, nice. Okay. So he knows that's there. And actually, the Robo Bay, Robotics Bay is already on the way, and that's going to be good for some Colossi, which are the correct unit to get against Hydras.
Now, in the midst of all this scouting, our Protoss player did drop a third down, and he is walling off the third on the left-hand side to prevent any attack, with some cannons being dropped as well, along with 3 gateways. So he's protecting pretty well. He's just got his main, between his main ramp and his third is where he's gonna have to his natural ramp and his third is pretty much the only place that he's gonna need to defend.
Yeah, it's pretty good building placement here with the 2 cannons. Third is just about to finish for him.
Now this Overseer is about to get blown up. No.
Oh my god, I'm not even paying it. Look at that, 1 hit point and he gets away. 1 hit point. He's regenning health now, but that basically just confirmed it for me, because we actually haven't really looked at my vision and my scouting. I can see the Robo Bay, the Twilight Council, the facility, and now that Overseer just got attacked, I should be able to see Immortals and Sentries.
Now we have gdoggcasey moving out as it stands with quite a compilation of hydralisks and roaches, and he is heading in the direction of the third.
Now is about the time you want to check for that third. Honestly, the third could have been dropped even earlier for ZookaMan. Seeing that the third is up now, it's basically my prime target. Unless the defense is a little bit too hard to overcome, then you can kind of switch between the third and the natural. This wall is great, but with this type of army that I have here, it's not really helping too much. Let's tear it down.
No, and it looks like ZookaMan is just pulling his army back. He's going to sacrifice that third and just try to defend his natural. But this compilation is just wiped out that third in mere seconds. So
yeah, well, the +2 is done now. +2 done, and we only have the thermal lance is coming out for ZookaMan, so it's gonna complete just in time for this defense. But he doesn't have a lot left in his natural here.
And these missiles now. The placement of that Colossi was in a very good position because that wall off made it so that he wasn't going to take any damage on his Colossus. So
now we can see in the production tab switching to Lings here because at this point when I was just starting to feel very confident, I knew I had a gigantic army compared to him.
If we look at the supply right now, it is 174 to 92, and Zuka's supply cap at the moment.
Yeah, all those pylons went down. It's definitely do that. These force fields are all right. My Hydras are just going to focus on other things instead of the army, which is good. And actually, those are even better. Very good force fields now with the Lings coming in. And oh my god, those force fields! Look at that.
Great force fields. Now, unfortunately, I would have liked to see with those force fields being so perfect that the Colossi actually stay in a little bit of range to actually get some AoE damage. But he actually moved it back in fear. Yeah. And now these Hydralisks are just doing work on this natural. There goes the Nexus.
Yeah. Hydra's gonna start taking
and no GG, but we finally have a win for All Inspiration, which makes the series a 3-2 series now.
Yeah, bringing it closer. 3-2 is the score for CTsix EU right now. That was a pretty good game. I felt very good about the way it finished here. As you can see, I had Lings on the way. As well as a fourth base going down, so I was trying to, play that complete game. I probably could have had an infestation pit go down. Oh, I do. Okay. Well, there were some things I could have done better, definitely. But it was good execution. And just a quick blurb here. Before that matchup, I actually scouted ZookaMan. He played for CTsix EU in week 1, and he went up against a Zerg player, so I watched what he did, and I knew he was going to go for Immortal Sentry. So that's why the army was more Hydra heavy as opposed to the Roaches. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You'll have the next game coming up very shortly, so stay tuned.
You stole my line.